Well, one mum who almost left it too late to seek help is Jessica Warne, who joined us in the studio yesterday. And you met the Duchess of Cambridge yesterday. She's here with her husband, John, as well. So what was it like and what time did you have with her?
It was really wonderful, actually. She was very warm and she was very honest, and her honesty, I think, really touched many people in the room and was really appreciated, I know, especially by myself. We spoke with her privately, didn't we? She also gave us a hug, which was very nice. And she was just very clear that she is just a mum.
I mean, that helps you knowing that there are other people there who appreciate what you've gone through.
She did say, though, you know, despite the help, and we all know that she doesn't have a normal life like the rest of us. She does have help because she's not there a lot of the time. She's in royal engagements. But she hit that nerve, which is to say, you know, everybody has their struggles. And I think the thing with mothers, particularly new mums, is that you don't like to admit it. It's like admitting defeat. Now, you didn't suffer with the birth of your first child, Rihanna, did you? So you were fine then?
Yeah, absolutely.
So the birth of your second child, Lily, your second daughter, when did you think, this doesn't feel the same? I'm not feeling this same joy?
Pretty much straight away. In hindsight now, I can see what was going on. So when my eldest daughter, Rihanna, was born, she was wonderful. She was a very easy baby. She slept all through the night. She was remarkable. And I thought, you know, that's because I'm such a wonderful mother. That's why she's behaving like that. And when Lily was born, she wasn't as easy. I'll say she was still wonderful, but she cried a lot and was hungry a lot, and no matter what I did, I couldn't comfort her. And so from that moment, I thought, I'm failing.
Did you talk to John about it at the time?
No.
No, she didn't tell me anything.
No.
At first?
No, I hid it completely because I didn't want to upset him as well, I think, at the time. Also, I didn't want to admit it to myself. I tried to hide everything I was feeling.
And so was that feeling getting worse and worse then? Were you feeling you weren't bonding with your daughter? And...
Absolutely. After a couple of weeks after Lily was born, I got physically ill. I had an infection in my womb, and so I was physically not so capable of looking after her. And I instantly, rather than being upset about it, I instantly felt relief. Because I thought, oh, this is great. I don't have to pretend anymore. Someone else can look after her and I could take myself
So,
to bed.
John, when you found out what was going on, when she reached her breaking point, were you surprised, or did this answer questions for you?
I was shocked. I thought it was just being a busy mum, having 2 children to look after. I didn't really think it was postnatal depression or anything like that because I didn't know anything about it. So. And
had her behaviour changed towards you? Just generally, her demeanour, was it different?
It was quite hard to realise with her being ill. After you had that infection, she slipped a disc in her back. So I was kind of doing everything I could inside the house with the children, so it was quite hard for me to realise.
What made you eventually say, look, I am really struggling here? Or was it kind of forced, were you forced into it because you were unwell?
Yeah, I was forced into it, and I was forced into it actually by John, which was wonderful that he did keep probing me, and he did. And I think you might have suspected something was wrong because you did always ask me, are you okay? I'd always lie and say, yeah, I'm fine. I'd left the day that I did manage to speak to him. I'd left both my daughters with my mother-in-law for the first time and left the house. I was hands-free. I felt this kind of euphoria of, oh my gosh, this is amazing. This freedom, I don't feel so claustrophobic. And then I had to come home. And coming home filled me with so much fear.
Well, if anybody's going through this, there should be less fear, because what the Duchess was doing yesterday and what you were part of and you're included in are these out-of-the-blue films.
Yes.
What are these and how can people access these?
The film's fantastic, and they're mums and dads talking about their real experiences. You can access them in a number of ways. I think the easiest way would probably be going to the Best Beginnings website, or you can download this wonderful app called Baby Buddy. Which has lots of information for new parents, but it also has the films included.
And how low did you, excuse me, how low did you get? Were there times when you just thought, I just want to walk away from all this?
Oh, often. I did feel like often, didn't I?
Yeah, the day that you told me, you broke down in tears because you didn't really want to come home. You felt like you were let down to the family.
Yeah.
Are you let down in terms of help, of the support that's there, or is it just a question of getting to know how to get to that support?
Exactly. Once I'd spoken out, I had overwhelming support. I had the support of Jon,
Yeah.
who was remarkable. I also had my mum and my mother-in-law and friends that were really helpful, and I managed to get myself to the GP with Jon's help, and get some help from them as
And
well.
also, if I understand this correctly, help from a total stranger. The day you were on that platform, they were quite concerned about you, saying, you know, they actually touched you to say, "Are
Yeah.
you okay?" Because they were worried you
Yeah.
might have done something awful.
Absolutely. I was on the way home the day I'd left them, and I came home on the train. On the platform, I was just so terrified of going home. I felt like I had to.
Well,
walk away, but
Jessica,
someone-
Jon, thank you very much. Stay well. Thank you for talking about all of this.